All right, so this is Decent We the People News. All right, not an attorney, not giving legal advice, especially right now. It's educational purposes only, of my understanding, nobody else's. All right, because I don't never just look straight forward. Always look around us, be able to protect ourselves by any means necessary. Use that Second Amendment. Arm yourself with knowledge. And this video, I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but it's from James Freeman. But he brings up a Texas code. I am led to believe and do believe everybody's misunderstanding it and misimplying it. So let's try to figure out what is going on about this Texas code.
We're way past that point. It's now the 22nd. It was red tagged on the 16th actually, since we moved by the 18th.
You see what she did was red tag on the 16th is an ordinance, and once you listen. No. I know my attorney will have to feel bad. I know, but my attorney will have to feel that. You know that.
So let me explain to you what happened. And this is totally up to the tow truck driver. I'll ask him if he could offer a drop fee, okay? Okay, then the vehicle's going.
Okay, the vehicle's going. Let them do what they do. No problem.
Let me get your name before you leave.
I'm not going to give you my name.
I spoke with you and you were detained. So you need to give me your name. And I'm not going to make it super difficult for you. I'm making it very easy for you. You are going to give me your name or else you're under arrest.
I'll quickly show you the penal code for failure to ID in Texas because it used to say that you only have to ID if you're lawfully arrested. But as of January 1st, 2024, it's changed to say that you have to ID if you're lawfully arrested or lawfully detained. As per the statute, ID means name, address, and date of birth, which means you don't have to give your phone number, your social security number, or anything else that they ask for. The only reason I show you these statutes...
All right. So
only have to ID if you're...
This is where everybody's misimplying everything. I'm led to believe, okay? Again, seek a competent attorney to get you to understand this. So, this is the issue we have, right? A. So a person commits an offense if he, where's the she part? Okay, so I'm assuming with he that girls don't have to identify themselves. Number one, okay, refuses to give his, again, where's the woman involved in this? So I'm assuming a woman does not have to identify themselves. Name, resident address, okay, or date of birth, okay. So you don't even have to give your date of birth. If you give them your name and your resident, you don't even have to give your date of birth, okay. Now, section B, a person commits an offense if he intentionally gives a false or fictitious name. All right, now that realize this is 1 and 2 and 3 under section B, not section A. All right, and this is where it's been misimplied. So these right here don't go to section A. It goes to section B. If it was under section A, there'd be 1, 2, 3 under section A. 1, 2, 3. And then it would be B. And then section 1, 2. And then it'd be C. Okay? So this is where the state of confusion of this detainment. So, if you give false and fictitious name of being a what? A witness. Okay? Let's see here. Politicians, yeah, okay. A person commits an offense if he intentionally gives a false or fictitious name. Okay, so lawfully arrested the person or detained the person, but you have to give false and fictitious name for these to apply. Now, this is going to be with the witness, okay? So I jumped the gun a little bit on it, but they added the B here. But first, in order for this to apply, and this to apply, you have to give false or fictitious name. to be this to be lawful and this to be lawful. Okay? So, you don't have to comply with this unless you're arrested. You stay right there. And this does not apply whatsoever. Okay? Right here. Now, this is attached to this. Okay, that's 3. It's attached to this. That's where the witness came from, that, right? So this will come in there. So the witness cannot give false and fictitious deals. Or these things will apply to the witness. Okay? But it does not apply to them. Now, that being said, my understanding, okay, they mess this whole thing all up where it is a state of confusion, okay? And all they did really is just add a detainment to it. But it still goes under the witness thing. And you can't give false or fictitious name. But over here, you do not have to give it. So if you don't give it, you're not giving false and fictitious name. But if you do give a wrong name up here, this is going to be the consequences right here. So the officer still could detain you, but if you give a fictitious name under detainment, you know, or requires information from a person that the police officer has good cause to believe is a witness to a crime offense. Okay? So, take it as you wish. I'm probably going to have to dig a little bit deeper in this right here and slowly read it. But as far as I know, this right here does not apply to Section A. Okay? And it only applies to Section B. So you cannot give a false, fictitious name, or these right here will cause you harm, and the officers could do whatever they want. It still does not actually apply to this. The only way it can apply is if Section A says 1, 2, 3, and then Section B says something, something, and then Section 1, so on, so on. Again, I'm not an attorney, I'm not giving legal advice. This is my understanding, not everybody else's. All right, I'd be the one going to jail if I. But remember the code, right? Penal Code 3802, failure to ID. Okay. Section A, lawfully arrested the person and request the information lawfully. Why would they need that in there if this is already in Section A? Well, they don't. It only goes to Section B. So they can actually change this into an A and have all this in there and still be required the same. But it's not that way. A is separate from B. And all this applies to B if you give the wrong identification mark or name or address or date of birth. All right. Again, on your driver's license, you can put black tape over your address or date of birth, right? So you don't have to give it. And I say he, all right? He, his. According to the statutes here, a woman never even has to comply to this. Unless there's some type of definition, what a definition he is, or a definition of his is, right? Gotta look them up. So the definition may say, well, a he can be identified as a woman, or as a girl, or as a she, right? So you got to be real careful with some of these word magics. Just saying, ladies, double check, right? But according to this, it don't even require to you women. Again, I'm just thinking outside the box. I'm not an attorney, not giving legal advice. Till next time, bye y'all.